Yesterday previous class we discussed about modern periodic table and position of elements in the modern periodic table we discussed. So today now we are discussing about the groups. So in the modern periodic table, which are groups, which are periods, about that we will discuss. Okay, groups. The vertical columns in the periodic table are known as groups. There are 18 groups in the long form of periodic table. They are represented by using a Roman numeral from 1 to 8. Okay, with letters A and B is traditional notation. Okay. The vertical columns on the periodic table are known as groups. There are 18 groups in long form of periodic table. They are represented by using a Roman numeral 1 to 8. Okay. In that group again subgroups are there that are shown by A and B. According to the latest recommendations of the IUPAC, these groups are represented by Arabic numerals 1 to 18 with number A and B. We use the latest system with the traditional heading following in parentheses. Okay, so see here, first they represented these groups with the help of Roman numbers. Okay, 1 to 8. Okay, so again in that subgroups are there that are shown by A and B. So according to the latest recommendations of IUPAC, these groups are represented by Arabic numerals also. Okay, 1 to 8. If you observe the periodic table, in that Arabic numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like that will be there. Okay, like that also we can represent. Okay, for example, group 2 is there. This group 2 we can show like this also. Second A, like this also we can show. Group 16 is there, that we can show with Roman number 6A, like that also we can show. Groups of elements is also called as element family or chemical family. Group of element is also called as element family or chemical family. For example, group 1 means first A. Group of for example, group 1 first A group has from lithium to francium with outer shell configuration, outer shell electronic configuration NS1, and it is called as alkali metal family. Okay, so here first group, second group, third group, fourth group, fifth group, sixth group, seventh A group, eighth A group, like that there now. First A group, second A group, third A group, fourth A group, fifth A group, sixth A group, seventh A group, eighth A group, like that there no. Okay, so these groups have special name. Okay, we can call them as the elements which are in that first A group, that having one particular name. The elements which are in second A group, that have one particular name. The elements which are in third A group, that have one particular name, like that. Okay, so we can call them as a element family or chemical family also. Okay, for example, group 1 means first A has from lithium to francium with outer shell electronic configuration NS1, and it is called as alkali metal family. This first group is there now, that we can call as alkali metal family. So here nothing but vertical columns in the periodic table are known as groups. There are 18 vertical columns in the long form of periodic table. They are represented by Roman numbers 1 to 8. Okay, in that subgroups also there, so that's why you can say first A, first B, second A, second B, third A, third B, fourth A, fourth B, sixth A, sixth B, like that also we can show. According to latest recommendations of IUPAC also, these groups are represented by Arabic numerals 1 to 18. In periodic table we can observe no 1 to 18 numbers is there, like that also we can show. Okay, so now some main group elements of S black and P black have family names has given in the following table. Here one table is there. In that some main group elements of S black and P black names are given. Okay, so in S black and P black some elements are there. That elements are names are the in S black, and so here in this table some elements belong to S black and P black is there. So that elements having one particular name. Okay, so that names we will discuss. Okay, observe the long form of the periodic table and complete the table with paper proper information. Okay, observe the long form of periodic table and complete the table with proper information. Here one table is there now. Okay, once you observe the table, here in this table, first A group elements given, second A group elements are given, third A group elements given, fourth A group elements given, fifth A group elements given, sixth A group elements given, seventh A group elements given, eighth A group elements given. Okay, so in first A group, which elements are there? Like hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. So the elements which are in the first group that have one particular name, so we can call them that is one of the family. Okay, or element family or chemical family also we can call. In second group, which elements are there? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, like that is there. So we can call that elements is one of the family or element family or chemical family. So first A group elements have one separate name, second A group elements have one separate name, third A group elements have one separate name, fourth A group, fifth A group, sixth A group, seventh A group, eighth A group, like that. The elements which are in this group that have one particular name. So we will discuss about that names. Group 1 means first A group. Okay, this name of the, okay, in this with Roman number 1A is there, so we can write like that also. Otherwise we can write with Arabic numeral 1 also. That's why 1 and Roman number 1A also there. So like that also we can represent. Alpha means groups are represented by Roman numbers 1 to 8, say no. So like that also we can show. Otherwise with Arabic numbers also we can show. No? That's why Arabic number 1 is there. After that Roman number 1A is there. Okay. Okay. First A group. These the elements which are in this group, we can call that elements as a alkali metal family. Okay. Name of the element family what? Alkali metal family. Okay, here group number is there, name of the element family there, and elements mean from which element to which element is there in that group is there, and valency shell configuration is there, and valency electrons are there, and valency is there. So first A group, what is the name of the element family? That is called as alkali metal family. The elements which is in the first A group that are called as alkali metal family. And from which element to which element are there? Lithium to francium. What is the valency shell configuration? Do you know what is the meaning of valency shell configuration? Outermost shell configuration, that is called as valency shell configuration. Means electron distribution we discussed in previous chapter, no? So last shell is called as valency shell. So what is the valency shell configuration of first A group elements? NS1. How many valence electrons are there? Last shell, how many electrons are there? That are called as valence electrons now. Okay, so how many valence electrons are there? One valence electron. What is its valency? 1. Okay, next second group. The second group, second A group elements are called as alkali earth metal family, that are called as alkali earth metal family. From which element to which element is there? Beryllium to radium. Okay, from beryllium to radium is there. What is the valence shell configuration? NS2. Okay, how many valence electrons are there? 2 valence electron. And what is its valency? 2. Okay, next third A group. This is called as boron family. So in this, from which element to which element are there? Boron to thallium. Okay, boron to thallium is there. Okay, so what is the valence shell configuration? NS2 NP1, NS2 NP1. So what is the valence shell configuration? NS2 NP1. How many valence electrons are there? 3 valence electrons are there. What is its valency? 3. Okay, next third A group. Third A group elements are called as boron family. Here from boron to thallium is there, and valence shell configuration NS2 NP1. How many valence electrons are there? 3 valence electrons there. What is the valency? 3 its valency. Now fourth A group. Fourth A group is called as carbon family. Fourth A group is called as next fourth A group. This fourth A group, what is the name of this family? Carbon family. In this, from which element to which element is there? From carbon to flerovium. Okay, from carbon to flerovium is there. So what is the valency shell configuration? NS2 NP2. NS2 NP2 is the valency shell configuration. How many valence electrons are there? 4 valence electrons are there. What is its valency? 4 its valency. Next to fifth A group. Fifth A group elements are called as nitrogen family. Okay, so in this, from which element to which element is there? From nitrogen to bismuth. From nitrogen to bismuth. So what is the valence shell configuration? NS2 NP3. What is the valence shell configuration? NS2 NP3. How many valence electrons are there? 5 valency electrons are there. So what is the valency? 3. Okay. Next, 6th group. 6th group is called as oxygen family or chalcogen family. So this 6th group is called as oxygen family or chalcogen family. In this, from which element to which element is there? Oxygen to livermorbium. Okay. And what is its valency shell configuration? Ns to np4. And how many valence electrons are there? 6 valency electrons are there. And what is its valency? 2. Okay. Next to 7th group. 7th group elements are called as halogen family. In this, from which element to which element is there? Fluorine to astatine. Okay. And what is its valence shell configuration? Ns to np5. How many valence electrons are there? 7 valency electrons are there. And what is its valency? 1. Okay. Next to 8th group elements, means 18th also we can call. This is called as noble gas family. So here, from which element to which element is there? Helium to radon. What is its configuration? Valence shell configuration Ns to np6. How many valency electrons are there? 8 valency electrons are there. Its valency 0 valency. Okay. So like this first A, second A, third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A, seventh A, eighth A group elements are called with particular names that are called as, that is the name is called as name of the family. Okay. Next, now we will discuss about the periods. The horizontal rows in the periodic table are called as period. There are 7 periods in the modern periodic table. These periods are represented by Arabic numerals 1 to 7. Okay. So horizontal rows in the periodic table are called as periods. Okay. There are 7 periods in the modern periodic table. These periods are represented by the Arabic numerals 1 to 7. Okay. Next, the number of main shell present in the atom of a particular element decide which period it belongs. Okay. The number of main shell present in the particular element decide to which period it belongs. For example, hydrogen and helium atoms contain only one main shell, K shell. Okay. Hydrogen and helium that contain only one main shell, K shell. Therefore, they belongs to first period. Okay. Similarly, the elements lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon contain 2 main shells. What are the 2 main shells? K and L. Okay. So there are therefore they are belongs to second period. Okay. So the number of main shell represent in the atom of a particular element decide that element belongs to which period. For example, in hydrogen and helium that contain only one main shell, means hydrogen atomic number 1s. Hydrogen atomic number 1, its configuration 1s1. Helium atomic number 2, its configuration 1s2. Means only that will present in K shell. Okay. Next, similarly, elements like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon contain 2 main shells. Okay. They are K and L in their atoms. Therefore, they belongs to second period. So, the number of elements in a period depend on how the electrons are filled into various shells. Okay. So, the number of elements in a period depend on how the electrons filled into various shells. Each period start with a new main shell, S subshell, and ends when the main shell is filled with respect to the S and P subshell except the first period. Okay. So the first period start with K shell. The first main shell K contain only one subshell, that is 1s. For this subshell only 2 types of electronic configurations are possible, and they are 1s1 hydrogen, 1s2 helium. So therefore the first period contain only 2 elements. Okay. So in first period, horizontal rows are called as first period. Now that first period, how many elements will be there? 2 elements will be there. Why? Because first period start with K shell. That first main shell K contain only one subshell, that is 1s. So for this subshell only 2 types of electronic configurations are possible. So they are hydrogen 1s1 and 1s2 helium. Okay. So therefore first period contain only 2 elements. Okay. Next, Second period start with second main shell L. Okay, second period start with second main shell L. This L shell has two subshells, mainly 2s 2p. So in that L subshell, how many L shell, how many subshells are there? Two subshells are there. They are 2s and 2p. So here 8 type of configurations are possible. How many types of configurations are possible? 8 types of configurations are possible. Okay, so in this shell L, like 2s1 and 2s2 and 2p1 to 2p6. So hence the second period contains 8 elements. They are lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon in the order given. So the second period consists of 2 s black elements, lithium and beryllium, and 6 p black elements, boron to neon. Okay, so second period, once you observe the second period, that second period contain how many elements? 8 elements. Okay, so in that 8 elements, 2 belongs to s black. Which are belongs to s black? Lithium and beryllium, and remaining 6 belongs to p black. What are that? Like boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, that are belongs to p black. So that's why in second period, how many elements will be there? 8 elements will be there. Okay, third period start with third main shell M. This M shell has 3 subshells, namely 3s 3p 3d. Third period start with third main shell. Third period start with the third main shell M. This shell M has 3 subshells. Okay, what are the 3 subshells? 3s 3p 3d. But while electrons are being filled into the shell, 3d gets electrons only after 4s is filled. Okay, so third period start with main shell M. In that M, 3 subshells are there. What are that? 3s 3p 3d. But according to electronic configurations, first 1s after electron entering into 2s, 2s after that is entering into 2p, 2p after electrons entering into 3s, 3s after electrons are entering into 3p. After that 3p, that electrons are entering into 4s. After the 4s, that is entering into 3d now. Okay, according to rules. Okay, in previous chapter we discussed, like that will enter. So but the electrons are being filled into the shell 3d gets electrons only after 4s is filled. Okay, 3p after electron entering into 4s, after that is entering into 3d. Therefore the third period also contain again 8 elements. Okay, so third period also again contain 8 elements. So which includes in the 2 are s black elements, that are sodium and magnesium, and 6 are p black elements. 6 p black elements. What are that? Aluminum to argon. Okay na? So in third period also 8 elements only there. Why? Because in third period 3 subshells are there. Third period 3 main subshells are there, 3s 3p 3d. But after 3p electron entering into 4s, then after that is entering into 3d. Okay, so that's why in this third period also only 8 elements are there. In that 2 belongs to s black and 6 belongs to p black. And fourth main shell N. This shell N has 4 subshells. Okay, fourth main shell N. This N has 4 subshells. They are 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f. But while the electrons being filled into the shell, electrons entering into the atom in the order of 4s, 3d and 4p. Okay, so for this fourth main shell has fourth main shell N has 4 subshells, that name 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f. But while the electrons are being filled into the shells, electrons enter the atoms in the order of 4s, 3d and 4p. Means here 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f is there, no? But electrons are entering into the orbital in the increasing order of the n plus l values that we discussed in previous chapter. First 4s after electron entering into 3d, then after that is entering into 4p. Okay, so like this electrons are entering into the orbital in the increasing order of the n plus l value. Due to this, the fourth period contain 18 elements. Okay, due to change in the arrangement of electrons in the orbitals, that fourth period also contain 18 elements. So in that 2 belongs to S black elements, that is potassium and calcium, and 10 elements belongs to D black, okay, 3D, that are scandium to zinc, and 6 elements belongs to P black, that is gallium to krypton. Okay, there are altogether 18 elements in the fourth period. So in fourth period 18 elements are there. Why? Because, but in fourth period 18 elements are there, but in that 4 subshell 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f is there. So here electrons are entering into the orbital in the increasing order of the n plus L value, means electrons filling like this. 4s after that is entering into 3d, 3d after that is entering into 4p. Due to this in this fourth main shell also, how many in this fourth period 18 elements are there. In that 2r belongs to S black, 10r belongs to D black, and 6 belongs to P black. Okay, on the same lines we can explain why there are 18 elements in the fifth period. So like this okay, in fifth period also 18 elements are there. Why? Because electrons are entering into orbital in the increasing order of their n plus L value, no? Due to that difference, in this also 18 elements are there. There are 32 elements in the sixth period. Okay, in sixth period how many elements are there? 32 elements are there. They are from cesium to radon, which include 2 elements from S black and S black 6s, and 14 elements from F black 4f, and 10 elements from D black 5d. Okay, and 6 elements from P black 6p. Okay, so 4f elements are called as lanthanides, and elements from cerium to lutetium possess almost same properties as lanthanum. So the name of the lanthanides is the most appropriate one for these elements. And seventh period incomplete and contain 2 elements from S black 7s, and 14 elements from F black 5f, 10 elements from D black 60, and some elements from P black 7p. These 5f elements are called as actinides. Okay, so the F black elements are known as lanthanides. Okay, the F black elements known as lanthanides and actinides are shown separately at the bottom of the periodic table.